Hey everyone, it's me Rick, and today I'm here with a video where I'm going to rank all Rick Riordan's mythological series. I'm a huge fan of Rick Riordan's books, and I've got a ton of them. I've got these, and all of these, plus these. So you already know that I'm a huge fan of his books, and I have reviewed multiple of his books on this channel, and I mean, they're all so good. So today, I'm going to give my personal preference about what I think, where his series rank from 1 to 6. I mean, number 1, we gotta give it to the Percy Jacksons. I mean, come on, they're so good. I mean, these are the books that obviously they kick-started off his legendary writing. Because Percy Jackson's a book that really made him famous, and then after that he's put out series after series after series. But again, these books have to be the best, just because, you know, they introduce you to the mythological world that Rick Riordan has created. They introduce you to Percy and a lot of characters that are going to be present in other series as well, which is why I think these have to be number 1. Number 2, in my opinion, I think it has to go to the Trials of Apollo series. As you can see, I've got all the books right here, and this series is just amazing. It takes place after the Heroes of Olympus series, and it just leads directly in, because I thought it was just such a creative idea, because Rick Riordan, he brought Apollo down to Earth, and he made him a human, and Apollo had to change from being like a self-obsessed god to being open to helping people, and he had to go through so many things without any of his powers. And it was just, in my opinion, his most creative series that he's ever written. And I think that the way Rick Riordan wrote Apollo's character made it really believable, the way that he progressed it, and just in general, how he wrote the series. Number 3, I'd probably have to say goes to the Kane Chronicles series. Now, I don't have any of those books with me, you know, I'll just put the series right up there. But I've got this book, which is like a Percy Jackson Kane Chronicles crossover written by Rick Riordan. These books are good. It has like little crossover things, but I don't know, I really like this one because Rick Riordan has also, after getting into Greek and Roman, he decided to stray away. Kane Chronicles came out after Percy Jackson, so after he did Greek, he decided he's going to do Egyptian. And he used Egyptian mythology, and I really like the way that he played it on, so that they're not children of the gods, but the same way they also have their powers. And in general, it's just a fun series to read. It was a 3-book series, so it wasn't too long, but each book had a lot of stuff. And if you haven't read that, I'd recommend it. And if you have, and if you haven't read this, called Demigods and Magicians, this is a fun little crossover book because Percy and Annabeth meet Carter and Sadie, and it's a cool thing. It's got 3 different stories in it, and I think if you haven't read it, I think you'll like it. 4, I'd probably have to give it to like the little fun books that Rick Riordan does. Like he did Percy Jackson's Greek Gods, and then he did Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes. So I don't have Greek Gods, you know, this is how it looks like, but I do have Greek Heroes. I don't have really the cover art on, but my bad for that. But these are really fun. These are books where Rick Riordan will write the stories of Greek heroes and Greek gods, but it's narrated by Percy. So Percy makes these stories funny and engaging, and like he also adds this little humor, little twists onto it. So in general, these books are just a fun read, and they're kind of long, but like honestly, I find these to be some of the most entertaining books that he's written, just because it's fun to hear Percy's perspective of things, even though Rick Riordan's actually the one who's writing it. 5th, I'd probably have to give it to the Heroes of Olympus series. And don't get me wrong, this series was really good. It's just, for me, I really enjoyed it, but some of his other series are just so good. I don't know. But like, you know, the Heroes of Olympus series, I've got the 5th book right here. And then this is the 2nd book, Son of Neptune. It's just like it's a comic book, illustrated version. I thought it was kind of cool, so I picked this one up. But, you know, this is a fun series to read. To be honest, I really think that he did a lot of creativity, because this is the series where he brought in the Roman gods as well as the Greek gods. So he mixed them together. And then the whole war had like the Roman versions of the gods and the Greek versions of the gods. It was a really, really fun series. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to disrespect it by putting it at 5th or anything. It's just, for me, that's where I kind of have to rank it. And 6th, that has to go to the Magnus Chase series, because I mean, that's the only one left. But the series is really good. Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to disrespect any of these series. Any of these series is still better than most of the other series that you read normally. It's just that for me, I don't know, it was like, I like so much seeing the Percy, Annabeth characters. It's like, I don't want them to stop writing about them, right? And Magnus Chase it's fun because Percy and Annabeth actually make an appearance because, as you can see, Magnus right here, Magnus Chase, he's Annabeth's cousin. And what really was fun is how he did Norse mythology, so it had like Thor and Loki. And I'm a huge Marvel fan, so it's like here seeing the Norse like mythology versions of Thor and Loki was kind of cool, and Loki was the bad guy too. So it was a fun read. It's just that for me, I have to put the series there just because the rest of them are so good that I would just prefer to read those ones over the other ones, if that makes sense. That's all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Lately, you guys have been subscribing a lot more. It's really cool for me to see that you guys are enjoying the videos, and I just hope that you're enjoying the content I put out. I'm having more fun trying to get more creative with my videos. And yep, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.